everybody. Welcome back to Sunday night at the Stock Car Series for Midwest Motorsports. I'm your host, Michael Harris Jr. As you can see on the screen is my car out there, the number 40 Ben & Jerry's Toyota Supra. We're here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with a really quick pace lap here. Dustin Reinsettle on the pole, Jason Huffman on second, myself third, Norm Snyder fourth, Ron Chalmer in fifth, Josh Watt starting from the pits but listed sixth, Robert Levison in seventh, and Chris Thaler in eighth place. Green flag underway here at the Magic Mile in Loudon, New Hampshire. Off to the hot start here, Dustin Reinsettle, Jason Huffman and him both have a relatively quick time during qualifying and during practice, so we'll see how this goes. 152 laps around this 1 mile oval. Off of Route 106. Just so you know, I live about less than an hour away from the racetrack, so have some good details about it. I was actually born the first year that they started racing at the Speedway back in 1992. Yeah, I'm not old and I'm not young. Well, at any rate, it's a wonder to be back here, not just behind the wheel, but back in the broadcast booth for Midwest Motorsports. As Dustin Reinsettle and Jason Huffman continue to run close to each other. I'm trying not to nail Norm. And Norm's going to spin out. I'm going to help him. We got ourselves a wreck in turn one. This is a very interesting race here, not just because of that incident. Sorry about that, Norm. Guess I'm just trying to write you. We've got our race control driving with us, Josh Watt, as well as your broadcaster driving in this race as well. First caution of the day. Turn 2 is definitely a nuisance, as well as turn 4. So that's one of the things that our drivers are going to be looking out for as the race continues. I've said 52. Our 152 laps here tonight on the Magic Mile. These cars are getting about 40 laps or so on a tank of gas with the fuel settings we have here in the league. You'll have to pardon some of the interruptions here during the broadcast, as part of our safety means is to let everybody know about when people are coming on and off pit lane during green flag runs, as well as just any general communications. Right now we're going to be getting the 2 to go. There's a whole bunch of people in the back. Come on in, Ron Chalmer, Robert Levison, Norm Snyder, and myself. We do have 3 sets of tires waiting for us in the pit lane, or behind the pit wall. So pit stops are going to happen most likely around lap 40 or so. Corners are relatively flat here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Originally opened as New Hampshire International Speedway. That's what I grew up calling it for the most part. Now I'm kind of stuck with calling it New Hampshire Motor Speedway, or NHMS. We got the 1 to green. The lights are off on the pace car here. As we get to the Echo Park restart zone, the green. Let's see how Dustin goes. There he goes. Back to green flag racing. Dustin will take the lead. Jason will fall right behind there as we get into turn 1. We exit out of turn 1 and 2. Everybody playing nice so far. Side-by-side action a little bit further back between myself and Robert. Can't seem to break past this number 22 Ford Mustang. And everybody back to being single file. 7 laps down. And now you're going to ask me to do math without being able to look at the screen. Haha! Tire wear will be a big factor in this race, of course, as these corners are not really that forgiving the longer the run goes. Not only are you really having a fight with the car to make it turn going through the corners, but on the exit of each corner, the car wants to snap to the left. Especially once you go down towards that apron. Some of the faster guys like Dustin and Jason enjoy going on all the way down there because they have a little bit better control on that steering wheel. I know Norm's been practicing with one of those lines as well. We'll see if he can have a good, decent race pace here with doing that, or if that eats his tires up too much. You almost kind of want to diamond these corners in that regard. But don't take my advice or my word for it. Take it from the more skilled professionals like DJ Yee and, like I said, Dustin and Jason. Oof. Also, avoid the wall if you can. Those walls do like to come on up, and any bit of wheel damage to the right makes it even more difficult to turn this car. Beautiful day up here in New Hampshire in real life, actually. It was near 50s with the sun out, or near 60s with the sun out. As our spring season's starting to come along here. Is it not? Who knows? We've had snow here in May, so... Of course, Loudon and this area of New Hampshire also famous for motorcyclists. Home to one of the big motorcycle events of the year, the Bike Week, up in Laconia, in our Lakes region, which is a little bit north of Loudon. It's where Lake Winnipesaukee is located, which is our largest lake. "14 laps have gone through the books here, and I just realized that my backup cameraman is right in front of me. So I do hope that the camera is panning to a few other drivers. they get to see a little bit more of the action and not just one car for the entire race like we've had happen in the past. I think this will probably be my last time behind the wheel and behind the booth at the same time. We will definitely have to see. I'm not planning on doing any more, whether I finish on the podium or not. So even though you see me in third right now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go sign up for the rest of the season. I got to get you guys in mind and not just what I have fun with. Dustin Ryan settled out to a near 2-second lead over Jason Huffman. As once again, they are keeping it pretty close early on. Just kind of feeling the track out, figuring out how everything goes. We've got some overcasts now coming on down, or coming on over the racetrack. How do the track temps change as the overcast stays, and what happens to the grip on this track? Something to keep a note of. After this race, we believe we have about 3 more races left in the season, although I could be off by 1 race. It's either 4 or 3 left. Jason Huffman, Norm Snyder continuing the season-long battle for the points lead, as Norm Snyder comes on into tonight's race with the points lead. His second place finish at Watkins Glen definitely going to help out. Oh wait, that would be the trucks. We'll definitely have to see how the pit strategy changes. A couple of us came in down on lap 4. I mean, my thought process is that it kind of adds a little bit to my fuel timing, so be less laps on the final run that we'd have to do. A pretty decent sized gap. Let's go through the field a little bit here. I don't know if the camera's gonna join with me, but we'll give it a try anyway. Dustin Reinselt continues to lead this race as he has done for most of the night. Up there in that 11 U-Pike Chevrolet. Jason Huffman back there in second place in the number 4 Miller Lite Ford Mustang. And in third place, you have myself in the number 40 Ben & Jerry's Toyota Supra. Ben & Jerry's famously located in the state next to myself, or next to New Hampshire in Vermont, where this is pretty much the New England Speedway. Felt pretty good on that. In fourth place now, Norm Snyder has gone ahead and moved on up. He is now currently sitting 4th in that Ferris Tractors Ford Mustang. Josh Watt in the number 20 Canadian Aerospace Ford Mustang is in 5th. All the way back now in 6th place, Ron Schaumer in the number 97 Toyota Supra. And rounding out the active field is in 7th place, the number 22 of Robert Olivison in that Busch Light peach flavor Ford Mustang. And that rounds out our field here. I talk more points and stuff as well, but don't have the ability to pull those tabs up and go over them right now. Not because I'm slowly catching up to anybody or anything. But just like it's not good to text and drive. So as we continue along here, we are at lap 27, about to finish that lap and move on to lap 28 of 152. We've still got a little bit of time left, about 13 or so laps before pit cycle begins. Obviously, if our leaders are starting to save up on any fuel, they'll be able to last a little bit longer, keep up with us. Or keep on the same strategy, and then, of course, we'll see if the rest of the racing grid does the same and pits when the leaders do. Now, as James Johnson famously loves to tell me, or at least he famously loved to tell me last season, because I keep referencing it all the time, is to not bring the hats to victory lane just yet. I have not once considered being on the podium at the end of the race. I hadn't really considered being the only broadcaster either for the series while I raced in it. If I were to podium, do I interview myself? Well, I don't know if that's going to be something that I would really do, considering the fact that I'm talking to you guys constantly anyway. So I may just forego that. And just interview our top two, or I might even interview our 4th place driver just to make it a little bit more fair. I don't know. We're going to spitball this one and play this one by ear, folks. And again, those hats are not going to victory lane yet. There's plenty of race still to go. Green flag pit stops to come. Different things to mess up. There's still plenty of time to spin off the racing surface. I mean, goodness, we're on lap 32. What am I doing thinking about post-race interviews already? 119 laps to go. Oh, 119 laps to go as Dustin crosses the start-finish line again on lap 34. Just a reminder, as we get closer to green flag pit stops, We do have 3 sets of tires waiting in, or waiting behind the wall. So we will most likely see everybody go on in for 4 tires and fuel for the race. I don't think anybody's going to try and save and not take 2 or not take 4 on a track like New Hampshire. Dustin Reinsettle continuing to hold a 2.7 second gap over Jason Huffman in second place. I'm having a late run. Currently right up on Jason's tail feathers here. Norm Snyder about 10 seconds or so back. That number 4 Miller Lite Mustang running on the 3rd lane. So one of the closest battles on the track here is Josh Watt, Norm Snyder duking it out as well, just behind myself. The not safety car, the race director, doing his best to battle it out, not let Norm just have a nice, cozy 4th place. Of course, Dustin is enjoying this little battle going on behind him, as the both of us are kind of using up our tires. May just choose to back off Jason, I don't know yet. We are now at lap 40. So I'd be guessing the leaders will be starting to pit. And there goes Dustin down pit lane. Jason going on in. And the broadcaster leads a lap. That's right, folks. Mike Harrison, the number 40 Toyota Supra, has now taken the lead, thanks to Dustin needing to stop for fuel and tires. I'll have to call my own pit stop here. Whoa! A little tap. Sorry about that, Robert. You all right? Guess I wasn't expecting him to stop right there. Dustin Reinsettle coming on out. I just mistimed my brake, that's all. Dustin just ahead of me here as he'll I need to heat up those Goodyears. And of course, he's going to shoot off here as he's got fresh tires under him. Which I mean he'll be running 30s again to our 32s. So I'll probably give it one more lap here up front before I go on down pit lane myself. Josh Watt has gone down pit lane. Norm Snyder, Ron Schamer are second and third right now. Dustin going for the purple lap here at a 30.628. 40 coming down, 40 coming down. Now let's just hope I don't do anything silly in the pit lane. At least for myself anyway. Ryan Siddle now up to 4th place. He's going through turn 3 and 4 right now. He will resume the race lead as soon as he gets around myself. Then it will be Jason Huffman. And there goes Dustin. Norm Snyder will take over the race lead. .40 coming out. Dustin Ryan Settle 11 seconds over myself. That's the gap from 1st to 3rd. He's got a almost 5-second gap to Jason Huffman, who's now in 2nd place. I took some left front damage just then. Coming off of turn 2. And hopefully that's not going to be too bad. It's going to stink if this car can't turn. We'll find out. Speaking of racing action here at MidwestMotorsports.com, we have 3 different racing series that race throughout the week. And you, yes you viewers, you can get behind the wheel of one of these cars and challenge any of us week in and week out, no matter what time of the season, no matter what time of year. You can join in on the fun at Midwest-Motorsports.com. That's Midwest-Motorsports.com. All the information you'll need to sign up is on that website. It's also on the link in the description down below. Once there, you'll see all the different rules and regulations as far as our racing series go. There are 3 of them, like we mentioned, and the link will bring you to a place for you to, wow, talking, no fun. Take you to a place where you can register on all 3 of them on the iRacing webpage. We have the Sunday night Stock Car Series, green flag dropping at 8:25 Eastern Standard Time. Session opens about an hour and a half before. Then on Tuesday nights, it's 7:30 Eastern, the Road Series will have their green flag drop underway with our lead broadcasters there, Adam Sondag, and the legendary voice himself of Midwest Motorsports, James Johnson. They're the broadcast crew for our Road Series, and they do a fantastic out-of-the-park job leading that team. We hope someday that James will be back here in the Oval booth as well. It's a lot of fun to commentate with him, so a little bit jealous of Adam here and there that he gets someone fun to talk to. If you are interested in talking nonstop about race and have any interest in joining me in the booth, you are also welcome to reach out. Certainly no harm in at least talking about it. But we would love to have you come on down and drive on the ovals with us. Or on the roadside. 40-plus car fields are pretty common. We're all pretty courteous around here. And always willing to help and give advice as well. Yeah, this damage is not doing me any solids here, as it's making it harder to turn the entry of these corners here. And last but certainly not least, my bread and butter, the Friday Night Truck Series, which green flag drops for that series on 9:55 Eastern Standard Time. We also do accept the Ram truck as well, as it just dropped at the beginning of season 2 of the iRacing official calendar. Signups are always open, always free. There are some license and iRating deals, so just check on the website. It'll give you all the info you need. And we will look forward to seeing you on the racing surface on the racetrack. And on the Discord, which you will have access to that once you sign up. Back to the racing action. Lap 57 underway for the race leaders. Dustin Reinsel continuing to dominate here, as he has a 4-second gap over Jason Huffman. Jason is now 13 seconds ahead of myself after my little blunder. The next window will open up around lap 80, and we'll see who chooses to come on down. I came down on lap 44, while our race leaders came down on lap 40. Kind of intermixed here and there on who came down when. The race lead is now at 4.4 seconds. It is also the closest battle on track right now. One thing to note is that the two oval leagues, the Truck Series and the Stock Car Series, both do have fast repairs. Only one. So I'm also banking on not having any issues for the rest of the race. In the real NASCAR racing world, this racetrack, New Hampshire, Motor Speedway, has continued its tradition of 301 miles or 301 laps of racing action, which kind of started back during the chase for the Cup era, the last time we were running this playoff format. Back then, we had a spring race, or a summer race, and a fall race. The fall one being part of the playoffs. And if I remember right, it was the first race of the playoffs right after Richmond, which had been the cutoff race for years. New Hampshire is back in the playoff hunt, if I remember right. I don't know if the leaves will be changing colors by then. Could be. We are in drought. On the drought map again. Despite all the snow and rain that we've had so far, still not enough. We need an extra 4 inches of rain in order to be out of the drought. Thanks, Robert. That car was a plow. This car getting to be a plow depending on when I start the brake. This damage and the tire wear really impacting the 40 Toyota Supra. Jason is about as far away from me as I am from Dustin. It's kind of interesting being in the middle of those two. Let's hope I don't rise up on Josh here. Thanks, Josh. We hope you've been enjoying this so far. Oh, clicking buttons again. Only one caution so far today, which involved me and Norm Snyder. Early on. Since then, it's been green flag sailing. Again, our race director sitting behind me right now on the racetrack. I was able to fix any audio issues we may have had, and so fans of you who have been watching have been noticing the past couple of weeks that I've been talking about echoes and hearing people over and over again. Can't talk because it's hard to hear myself talk at the same time, and yada yada. We fixed it. We figured it out Friday. Everything is all good now. What's interesting is the iRacing standings and relative. Actually, it's not even just that. It's the relative from my program. So I have iOverlay as the overlay of my choice for in-race action. I get the track map, I get the standings, and then I have a relative. And my relative is telling me that I'm 13.5 seconds behind Jason Huffman right now. Meanwhile, the standings keeps telling me I'm 14.4 or 6 seconds behind him. So it's added a whole second for who knows what reason. We are halfway through this race, 76 laps complete. Now Dustin makes it 77. On the back half of this race, this is when that pit strategy starts to come into play. See who goes in first. Down pit lane for the leaders. Looks like Dustin Reinsettle coming on down pit lane. And Jason Huffman's going to stay out. He will go ahead and get the lap. Your third leader of the race, Jason Huffman. Dustin and the rest of the drivers who have pit already all have one set of tires left. And myself, I have taken the lead back, thanks to the pit cycle. I'm probably unwisely waiting one more lap here. $40 coming down, $40 coming down. And Dustin will go ahead and take the lead back. Oh, they're going to give me credit for... Nope, they're not. I was going to say, they're going to give me credit for the lap. Thank goodness for the fast repair. $40 coming out. I just came out right in front of him. Well, let's see how long I can keep the lead lap here. I mean, I will say the fast repair does help, as I'm not having to fight, and of course the new tires help as well. I'm not going to have to fight. And I lost the lead lap. I have hit the incident limit. And I might lose another lap because of the pit. There goes that race. 4 coming out. 40 coming out. Well, we're going back in. 40 going in. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I knew that I shouldn't have brought that hat to victory lane. Got me again. Well, that is the 40 machine out of the running. We're going to get back to the booth here in just a moment. So bear with me briefly while we take a little Daytona intermission. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. That was a very short intermission, but at any rate, we're back here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I was running very fast to get up here, so yeah, catch my breath here. Dustin Ransell continues to lead this race. That number 11 U Pike Golf Chevrolet with a 9-second lead over Jason Huffman. I'll put that Miller Lite Ford right on the screen there. And now third place, Norm Snyder in the number 28 Ford Mustang. The Ferris tractor machine. Working on lap 95 right now, folks. 95 now in the books. We've got 59 to go. That doesn't sound right. Hold on, let me take out my calendar. Let's take out my calendar and figure out how many laps we got left. Oh, let me see. Carry the march. April 12th, January 20th, 56 laps. 56 laps to go. Silly programs. Ron Schommer in the Bass Pro Tracker Dollar General? Is that the General? It is the General. He's back there in fourth place. And here we go with Josh Watt in fifth. Featuring the Canadian Aerospace Administration, CASA. And of course, one of the Canadians just came back from the moon. Yes, going around the moon. He made a left turn around. No, he made a right turn around the moon, right? I don't know. He went around the backside of the moon. And that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm still on the leaderboard. We've got James Leveson, who has 8 laps to catch up to me, I guess. No, he's... I don't know what the time card's saying. He's behind me by a lap. That's Robert Leveson, by the way. So I will go where I should have been, in 7th. Ow. What a beautiful day. Oh, you did still open up. Go away. I just gotta love when you press buttons and other programs decide, hey, now's a great time for us to pop up. Weren't invited. Still came anyway. Our closest battle on the track right now is between Ron Schamer and Norm Snyder. We can bring that battle box back up. He is currently... Well, that's not the battle box. We have lied to me. It's not the battle box at all. Yeah. Because that's just, it's saying battle for third. Because it is a battle for third between him and Norm. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not lying to me. I'm lying to you. You're now within 4 seconds of each other. According to this page. Maybe I need to refresh the timing chart. No, that didn't fix the thing. 3.8 seconds between Jason and Norm? What happened there? Oh, no, you are doing that thing. Okay. All right. We're going to do a couple laps of me just trying to guess and figure out what on earth the data is trying to tell me here, because it's telling me that it's doing the relative. It's not doing a battle box. For whatever reason. When I could just do this. Okay, that's, yeah. Features. Features are fun. Speaking of features, here's the blimp view of the racetrack right now. Featuring the Concord and Laconia grandstands. The Concord grandstand is into turn 1, and the Laconia grandstands are coming out. Well, they used to be turns 3 and 4. Part of them. Now, pretty much just the main grandstands. This track also features, throughout the wintertime, the Festival of Lights, which is always a fun program where you get to drive your vehicle through the tunnel and around all the pit road, garage area stuff. They had us driving up the road course, I believe, for a little bit. They did have one year a bring your kids for a bike event. So we all got to ride bikes around the racetrack. That was pretty cool. I don't know, you can say you've ever done that at Daytona or Indy or anywhere else, but I biked on this racetrack. Continue to follow along there, Norm, and he's currently showing about 31 seconds behind Jason Huffman. And here we go, Dustin Reinsettle. Starting lap 110. We'll have 43 laps to go at this time. A little action from the front. of the race car. If you were a bottle or a wrapper for a hot dog or a burger just got stuck, this is what you'd experience. Of course, that's not including all the wind. But 11-second lead between Jason and Dustin, which has been around since the last pit cycle. We are nearing to the final pit cycle of the race. Drivers will take their last set of tires. And since I am in the booth now, I can go ahead and play around with our standings. So Season 10 standings, Norm Snyder has the lead still at 673. Jason Huffman still back by 23 points coming into tonight's race with the win. Ron Schamer, third place, 68 points behind Jason. Eric Thaler has dropped to fourth place, 73 points behind Ron Schamer. Dustin Ryan, still your current leader and most victorious driver this season with 10 wins on the year, is sitting in fifth place. Chris Thaler is in sixth. He's out on the racetrack right here with his Daytona win. Josh Watt coming out and joining us here. He's 12th in the points behind Michael Samia by 66. As we talked about, we've only got a few more races left of the season. Following New Hampshire Motor Speedway, we will have 4 races left. Our next race here will be at Michigan International Speedway. That'll be the next Sunday, the 19th. The session will open at 7 o'clock. Oh, don't do things to me. Don't tell me I'm losing the internet. Hold on tight, folks. 115 laps completed. They continue to go around the Loudon Oval. Blue screen errors. The 7-time studio is down right now, so apologies for the drop in audio quality, but we will get this all sorted out, hopefully before the end of the race. Cameras will continue to pan around different drivers for now. As, of course, I have my tablet elsewhere. Looks like Jason Huffman has come on down pit lane here with 34 laps to go. Nope. Sorry, that's Josh Watt. He's still driving. Don't know if you hear the beeps or not in the background. That's the BIOS for my computer. Probably need to do a deep clean of this silly thing and probably update one of my hard drives. Norm comes on down with Braun Schaumer. Dustin Reinzel continues to stay out on the racetrack here. 31 laps to go. So it's a pretty sizable lead over Jason. Got the 30 to go this time, or 29 to go this time by. Jason remains the only other car on the lead lap. Everybody else is a lap or more down. 6 cars still active on the racing surface. Ron Schaumer down pit lane now. Norm currently has almost a whole lap over Ron. Obviously, once we get to get the studio back up, we can actually tell you more about where we're at. All right. Studio back up and running with 24 laps to go. Dustin Reinsettle continues to be your race leader. As we've gone ahead and mentioned, it's a 12.8 second lead over Jason Huffman. And in fact, Ron Schamer is a whole lap behind. Josh Watt is actually closest to his opponent. 4.6 seconds separates him and Ron Schamer. This is actually a battle for fourth place. Go, Watt, go. Currently at lap 131.22 to go. Dustin Reinsettle has led for the most part of this race, with Jason Huffman and myself taking some time, leading some laps during pit cycles. And I said fall, but the Cup race is going to be here August 21st through the 23rd. During the weekend, they've got the dirt race happening on the little dirt track just outside, still on the Speedway grounds, just not in the Magic Mile. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, it will be the Truck Series and the Well Modified Tour. They'll be at the doubleheader Saturday. Rhinesville continues here with 18 to go on lap 134. Oh no, don't do this again. Well, we're going to let it go at any rate. But I have a feeling that the studio might just need to be down for a little bit longer. Oh, nope, it thought itself out. Whew. I don't know what's going on with the 7-time studio here. But we'll continue to keep an eye on this battle as Josh Watt and Ron Schamer close to each other. Not the closest set of two cars on the racetrack. But this is a battle for position. Ron is 5.6 seconds up the track from Josh. Now up to 6 seconds here. 14 laps to go. Dustin continues his lead. Not much has changed at the front of the racetrack. Again, the only thing that would change would be a caution at this point, or if something happened to either of the leaders. All right, let's look. The Truck Series actually has 4 races left as well. They will be racing this Friday night at Michigan International Speedway to start our, not really start, but to start up the next weekend. I kind of look at it that way because the Road Series is on Tuesday. So you got Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. I'm really sorry about that. Yawning like crazy over here. Not because I'm bored or not because any of that. It's just getting old, I guess. Yeah, that's the excuse I go with. Getting old, raising 4 kids. Yeah. Can get tiring, I guess. Never mind the drive time for work. Oh, but you've heard me complain about that enough. The trucks will actually be back here at Loudon at New Hampshire Motor Speedway on the 1st of May. And they'll be here for 150 laps. The Road Series will be at Circuit Zandvoort on Tuesday, with Red Bull Ring following up the next week. And they have 3 races left as they had their final break of the season. Jason Wahlberg winning at Spa. For the Pro Division. Been pretty spread out. We got Jason Wahlberg with a couple wins, Michael Odell having 3 wins on the season, then Shea McNeely with 2, and Jack Lucas, Landon Loy, both having 1 apiece. Been a pretty interesting season 11 on the roadside. 8 laps to go. Coming on to 7 to go. In official racing news, Norm Snyder, turn off your YouTube. Silence it now. Anybody that's interested in following along and watching the race, this is the Sunday spoiler. Ty Gibbs gets his first Cup victory at the Bristol Coliseum, holding off Ryan Blaney to get it done. Coach's grandson getting it done in that 54 Monster Energy machine. The Xfinity race was won by NASCAR. Doesn't want to show me. I knew the answer a while ago, but now I can't remember what it was. It was a Cup guy. I remember that. Christopher Bell won the Truck Series race. In the IndyCar Series, the drivers are waiting for their next race 6 days away for Long Beach, which will be April 19th at 5:30. And catch the entire IndyCar Series season on Fox. Alex Palou winning at Barber Motorsports Park, March 29th. Kyle Kirkwood still leading the points. And number 27, Alex Palou with 154 points, not far behind. Two to go this time by. As we take a look at the schedule for F1 with the white flag about to wave. F1 did do Japan and has not had another race since Rikkimi Antonelli won the Japanese Grand Prix. The next race is Miami, the 1st and 3rd, 1st through the 3rd of May. But back on the racing surface, there he goes, Dustin Reinstedel crossing the stripes first for the 11th time in the stock car season. Jason Huffman trying to get around the track one more time here to see if he can come into second place. And he will do so. And Norm Snyder is already crossed the start finish. Nope. He has not. Yes, he has. All right, he's already crossed the start finish line. So our top three have crossed the start finish line. Results are now on the screen. Dustin Reinstedel wins the race for the 11th time this season. Jason Huffman comes in second place. Norm Snyder in third. Ron Schamer fourth. Josh Watt fifth. Robert Leveson in sixth. Myself in seventh. And Chris bowed out before the race began. That's why he's still showing up on the screen. And as you know, I bowed out later in the race. All right, folks, everyone's favorite time of the day, pulling all our top three up to the broadcast booth and seeing what interesting conversations they're currently talking about while I pull them up. All right, let's get started with our third place finisher, Norm Snyder. Norm, you got a copy?
Yes, I got you.
All right. Well, unlike me on the racing surface, you came in third place. Norm, how'd that car do for you today?
It was good. Good enough, I guess. And thanks to you. I want to thank you for whatever you did. but we were kind of looking forward to hearing Dustin interview you, but I don't know what happened.
That's what you guys are going to work on. Well, what happened is that I broke the incident points by spinning out right before the pit lane.
Oh.
So I got unsafe pit entry as well as the incident point limit. So I was like, well, nope, that's I ain't coming in third now.
How many did you get when we tangled? Did you get 4?
I think so. Yeah, I think I only got 2 from that.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So I
Sorry
got
about
2
that.
from you.
I know you had nowhere to go.
I spun out again at some point, so I had 2 from that. Then I somehow hit Robert Leveson going into turn 3. I say somehow because neither one of us got affected by it. I mean, he just went out wide and it just gave me a 4X.
Huh.
He didn't spin out, crash, or nothing. It just said 0 to 4X. I'm like, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then coming out of turn 4, it just lost it right there. So there was the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, I brought the wrong... I brought somebody up here extra. Jason's probably wondering why he didn't get brought up here. But anyway, so here we got 4 more races to go after this race here. Next up is Michigan. How do you feel about that one?
A lot better than I do about this one. I'm not very good here, as you could see, but Michigan's fine. The last 4 are fine with me. I'm learning every week.
So there it is, Jason. You got to watch yourself here. Norm's going on a streak, and the season he's currently leading the points here in the Stock Car Series. And well, we look forward to seeing what you have for the rest of the season, Norm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Jason Huffman. You're a second place finisher. Jason, you got a copy.
Loud and clear, Michael.
Well, unfortunately, we missed out on you during our conversation, so you didn't get to hear everything me and Norm talked about. But how'd that Miller Lite Ford treat you today?
All things considered, it was fine. I felt like my pace at the start of the run was pretty good, but I was definitely falling off quite a bit more than Dustin was at the end there. But all in all, I usually struggle on flat tracks, so I'll take it. I got a lap lead for points.
Yeah, that's the key, is just trying to be consistent, and flat tracks are not the greatest as far as their ease of figuring out a strategy, but it was good you were able to get there and stayed up there pretty much the whole time. I know that we were doing a little tangle in the early part of the run, but you were able to maintain that second place, no issues. It's all good.
Yeah, that was fun. I thought you were gonna get me and looked like you had maybe something for Dustin there till the pit cycle started. I don't know what happened to you.
Well, I stayed out, and then my hubris got the better of me.
It happens to all of us at some point.
I commentator cursed myself because I was talking about your predicament of, well, if I finish third, am I going to interview myself? How's that going to work? Well, no, I probably wouldn't do that because, I'm talking to everybody the whole race.
We could have had a group interview, like me and Dustin could have interviewed you or something.
Yeah, grill me. There you go. Maybe another time. But we got Michigan up on the way. Any race for the last 4 on the stock car side you got circled?
Well, let me see real quick. What do we got? Well, Michigan. I do like Michigan a lot. I've tended to have pretty good runs there in the next gen. I don't think I've really ran this in the O'Reilly car, so I don't have an opinion on it yet. But I do like that track a lot. Chicagoland, I've never ran a race there, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. And Auto Club is kind of uh, a crapshoot for me. I don't know. I might do all right there. Then Nashville's probably been one of my better tracks in my iRacing career, so I'm definitely looking forward to the season finale for sure.
Very similar type of tracks here in the last 4. I just kind of noticed myself. At least I drive them pretty similarly every time I've driven them. But yeah, we look forward to seeing what you can do in the Blue Deuce, Blue Quattro. There you go, Blue Quattro.
Yeah, we'll do that. That works.
Was it weird getting called out in the middle of the race that you were pitting when you were still driving?
I thought my crew chief was telling me to come in or something. I was very confused.
440. Same difference, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you wanted to add, Jason?
Nope. I'll see you guys next week for hopefully another fun race.
Sounds like a plan. Here's second place finisher Jason Huffman, everybody.
Yep.
All right, and last but not least, as far as our racers are concerned, we have our race winner, 11-time winner this season, Dustin Reinsettle. You got a copy.
Yep, got you loud and clear.
There we go. Did the kiddo start making noises?
I actually was listening for that. I think he is downstairs.
So how did you feel about the U-Pike Chevrolet, and how did New Hampshire treat you?
Pretty good. I think this weekend's been 2 first-time wins, I believe. I might have won here before in one of our series, but I can't really remember because usually Eric is like dominant here. I actually was making that joke during practice that I'm not used to really trying to seriously figure out how to run here because Eric is just always so good that I've put in a lot of work here in the past and still not even come close. So I do think I figured out a lot tonight. There towards the end, I really nailed tire saving and what line to go on. But it was pretty good night. A little bit of strategy involved. I think I saved like maybe a lap the first 2 runs to be able to make it. But it was super close on not having to save it all, especially after that caution early.
Yeah, that definitely helped out there. I know a lot of us came down pit lane to just snag a little extra fuel there. But talk to us a little bit more about your situation now. You've got yourself a family there with your kid, and you got your golf game going on with coaching, and
Yeah.
so
So Sundays
to
are
jumble.
horrible. Sundays are horrible. Fridays are a lot easier to make because it's later in the evening. It's after dark. Sundays are a little closer to dark. Our golf course is about a 35-minute drive, so it makes it a little hard to get back on Sundays now. Tuesdays are non-existent because that's whenever it's also a little earlier in the evening, but it's also every golf tournament we play is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that kind of eliminates Tuesdays all the time. So a little restricted, but golf's going good. Family's going good. I've been on the night shift to make these races happen the last couple of days, and if that's what I got to do to be able to come race with everybody in the league, that's what I'll do.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
And that's how we make it all roll. Well, Dustin, anything else you wanted to add?
No, that's pretty much it. Thanks for commentating as always. Good to see you out on the track too. And then shout out to James. James stopped in and talked to everybody earlier, so excited to see James back in the chat.
Absolutely, it's a little morale boost. All right, your race winner, Dustin Reinsettle, everybody. Well, Josh, I dragged you up here. You're up here in the booth. I don't know if I got you at all.
You got me loud and clear.
Good. So, any parting words here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for you?
Not really. It was probably my first race in a long time where I've actually come away clean, so I'm feeling kind of good about that. Usually I end up wrecking myself out, much like you do yourself in some of these races, so a little bit better than my usual of late, but other than that, I can't really complain. Don't really have much to add to it either.
Well, there you go. Certainly interesting, different perspective for you as the race director to be out there on the ovals. Not as many cars, so you're not expected to try to hit the button to fly the yellow flag.
Oh, definitely.
How much is that a challenge for you when that all comes about?
It's gotten a lot easier in later seasons. I know early on, before I had the many methods of throwing cautions and controlling stuff, compared to now where I just basically have to push a button at the right time and everything else happens automatically for me, so.
Well, good stuff. It's nice that technology has come a long way and we're able to figure it out, find it, and just make your life a little bit easier for that.
Oh, definitely.
And it's great being able to have you out there and just getting to see more of our admin team and everybody out here racing. So
Definitely.
we'll let you get back to it, Josh, and thanks for joining us up here in the booth.
Have a good one.
Maybe. Okay. A little delay there. At any rate, so I'm going to wrap it up here. We just thank you, MidwestMotorsports.com family, for joining us this evening, for checking us out, watching the stream, and enjoying all the action up there. I know it didn't end out as well for myself anyway, but it ended out well enough for everybody that we were all able to have a good time. Just want to thank you all for tuning in and watching. And for the entire broadcast team, as James J always says, stay in your lane. See you guys Tuesday night.